Hey everybody, we are absolutely live today on Lush Exchange.
I
Glad
don't
you
see it.
guys are tuned. It does. It's.
Okay, there we go.
I know it's a delay, you guys. It's gonna
A
always be a
little
delay
bit.
on this thing. But we have a special guest today, as you can see. First, let's introduce ourselves. I am Miss Maggie T, and
Nikki.
we also have Miss Nikki V. And special comedian guest, Shon Dunn. How you doing, Shon?
How y'all doing? How y'all doing this evening?
Oh, it is
I'm good.
absolutely wonderful to have you with us today.
Thanks for having me. You
um,
ladies look lovely this evening. I'm looking forward to exchanging, having some fun, talking a little mess.
hey,
This is gonna be fun.
this is going to be fun. We just wanted that male perspective this today because,
Right?
everybody's been used to seeing me and Nikki. But why not have, because the guys, they kind of do call in, but we would like to have someone on the show to kind of interact with us and give your feedback on it. So it's going to be interesting, definitely.
Right.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
gonna represent you well, fellas. I'm gonna represent you well. I got you.
I hope because they sure going to call in on you. So get ready. So we are talking about sex.
SEX.
Yes. Everything's so delayed, y'all. We are talking about sex, baby. Y'all know that song. This is the show that you want to tune into today because we are about to look, reach those topics and look, we're going there today. So get ready, put your kids away, all that before we get into this. We don't need nobody 18 and under looking at this show right now. So if you got your babies watching with you, you might want to put them out. Put them to
We
sleep.
highly suggest you go somewhere. If you have to go in the closet, go in the closet. If you have to go in the bathroom, go in the bathroom because, honey, you're gonna need some privacy for this one.
Oh, yes. And our phone lines are open today, so you guys can call in. So everybody that was trying this time, try again.
It'll work this time, I promise.
It would work this
Yeah.
time. We had to work the kinks out for that first episode, but that's okay. We got it.
Right, right.
Got it. All right. So yes, we're talking about sex today. Basically, sex, sexual awareness, sexual health. It's going to be an informative show. So it's just not about the act of sex, but it's also about having healthy sex and taking care of you. So we're going to actually go into our first topic. You ready for this, Done? Shon? Oh, my bad.
Let's go.
All right. Our first topic is, does stress impact your sex life?
Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
Absolutely. And anybody who says different is a lie. Um, uh, are we talking about whether we're talking about the actual act of, or if we're talking about the desire for?
It can be
Yes,
all of that. It can be all in the above.
all of it,
It's like up to
all
the
of it.
foreplay leading up to even wanting to have it. What the
Yeah,
impact that stress puts on your sexual life.
yeah. I mean, um, so we always like to before I start acting silly and playing with it, I'll be straight up. We always try and amp it up like uh, you know, sex is the ultimate stress reliever, which it can be, right? But if stress piles up, the weight of the world, everyday stressors and all of that, I mean, you might have too much going on to even have a drive, you know what I mean? You might put in 8 hours at the job, 10, 12 hours, depending on what you do. If you come home and you and your significant other are button heads, or, you know what I mean? Like, you might not even want to.
Yeah.
And hell, you might get to it and not be able to. I mean, dudes don't want to admit that, but hey,
Hey, you gotta
let's
keep
be honest. Let's be honest. You know what I mean? You might be too tired to. Um, I mean, it's happened to me. Like, I've been on Earth 30 plus years. It's happened to me once. You know what I'm saying? And, you know.
Look, I mean, it gets like that, honestly, because, I mean, recently, because I got a lot of
Once.
stress going on. and right now. That's why I'm seeing a therapist and everything about it. But sometimes it's the last thing you want to think about. I think about it, but I be having so much going on nowadays. I don't even know if I have the time to even put that in my schedule. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
especially if, like you said, with the couple, you guys are fighting, and you're for one thing, you had a long day. You come home and she ain't cooked nothing, she ain't got nothing ready, don't sat around all day long. Then you got to come and do all of that, because males, look, they can be, they come home and take care of home too. Now the breadwinners come home, the wife ain't did nothing. She complaining about, oh, you didn't take the trash out and all this. What you been doing? So y'all arguing and the mood is not there already. Then you kind of want something, because yes, it is a stress reliever. But by the time y'all get into the bed and she put her little nightcap on, she don't put that grandma robe on. Look, you already know what time it is. You
The
ain't gonna
goddamn
get
bonnet.
tonight.
The bonnet.
Absolutely nothing. So you're trying to poke her, and it's just the stress of trying to at least get you some.
Yeah.
After that, you just not even in the mood, because she just turned you completely off.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I definitely can say it can impact your sex life.
And
Definitely.
what's bad is that that day will compound, and it'll turn like that day will turn into like 3 days, and it'll turn into a couple weeks, it'll turn into a month, and you get over it. Y'all don't remember the last time you did, and that's more common than people admit.
No, it comes routine, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I think for women, we are very much in our heads. So I think for us, it's more difficult, because if we're thinking about the stress of the day or the stress of the week, even while we're in the act, I don't know about you, Maggie, but I have to concentrate on my orgasm. And if I'm unable to do that with a clear head, like if I can't fully concentrate in the moment and what's going on, I'm not going to reach that point, and it's in vain. So stress very much impacts sex for me personally, because if I can't concentrate and I'm thinking about what my daughter done did, or work or business, it's not going to happen for me.
You're
So you
right.
have to have a clear head.
It's a mind thing, honestly, especially with self-pleasuring.
Oh
You just
my God.
completely distracted. You're not gonna get anywhere. Phone ringing, baby's crying, all that. You trying to get yourself in the mood. The mood's over after a while. So yes,
Right.
you really got to be focused to get that orgasm. You're
now
gonna have to.
I will say this for dudes. Now this is for women, but for dudes, if I'm too stressed out to be in the mood, like if I'm too sleepy or whatever, that's one thing. But once we started, I'm good. Like yeah, once we're there, we're there. Like
Oh yeah.
they
That kind of
yeah.
gives me energy, honestly. If I'm tired and we kind of, sometimes it just gives you a little extra boost, kind of like exercising, I can say. For
Yeah,
me,
but
it can be 3 in the morning and he want to roll over. It's like, okay, let me go ahead and roll over, but I'm up then.
yeah, dudes don't need as much mental and emotional investment as women to, you know,
Yeah.
we can
Once
go ahead and
y'all ready.
yeah, it's
You gotta do
off to the races.
all you gotta do is show up and
Right.
y'all ready to go.
So
You really
but you know what though? That honestly that can lead to a whole different level of stress because if we are on equal levels of like say a man and a woman together and they have equal level of stress, right? And I'm stressed, but I do want that release, right? But my lady needs more attention, attentiveness, or whatever. She needs that foreplay throughout the day
yeah.
to get ready, right? But I've been going hard all day. I'm tired. I been got home tired. And hell, she worked too, so she got home, she tired. When have I had a chance to
Yeah.
give that foreplay throughout the day? And when has she had a chance to receive that foreplay throughout the day? So, you know, I don't need that much. So I'm ready. I could, you combing your hair or ready to wrap your hair up in your drawers, and I'm like, boom, let's go. You know what I'm saying? You sitting there looking good in your drawers, like, boy, ain't nobody thinking about that. Yes, I am. Like, you know what I'm saying? So but that leads to even more tension because
Yeah.
Why weren't you? You know what I mean?
And I mean that comes down to then, like, when it comes to that, especially if you guys are both working, sending them little texts every now and then, them pictures, kind of spice it up just a little bit. Did we get a freeze over here? He froze. But
Oh yeah.
sending some a little couple of texts like, oh, I can't wait till you get home tonight, to kind of get
Right.
them played and do that little foreplay over the phone, and you all excited, sending flowers, just doing something just to say, hey, I was thinking about you today.
Yeah, but
when you can't be there, helps out a little bit.
Even if you're not able, say y'all both had a crazy ass day at work and there was just no time to be romantic during the day, even though you're hard, you're ready to go, give her some sort of foreplay. Even though you weren't able to do it during the day, give her something to warm her up before you just dive in there. Because
some women need a little bit of,
you need a little bit of a warm up.
Especially you stressed too, so you're gonna have to need a little tune up, just a little bit.
Right.
Just a little bit.
Men are microwaves.
Sometimes.
Some of them just ready to go.
I mean, yeah. Sometimes
some of them just ready to go, but you gotta think about that time she just wasn't expecting it.
Bomb.
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely.
Sometimes.
But this is going to lead into our next topic, and I'm waiting on everybody to come on in, guys. You guys are welcome to call us today. Our phone lines are definitely open. It's right there at the bottom for you. Kind of leading into that, this can definitely bring stress, but sex during the pandemic. Now, this not necessarily mean couples. Just getting sex, period. Like, you just decide you want to hook up with somebody, or you're dating or whatever. But sex during this pandemic, how has it affected you?
Yep. Yeah, you I don't know if it's any more of those strictly hookups. They might be few and far between now, because now you have to think about, where was this person throughout the day, or where was this person since the last time I saw this person?
Mm-hmm.
Like, how do I know you were, protecting yourself, and how do I know you weren't exposed to COVID since the last time I saw you? So you're probably more reluctant to hook up with that friend with benefits, because
as you know,
you don't know, where they were or what they were exposed to now that you're about to hook up. So I'm pretty sure them booty calls have come to a slow trickle, whereas before it was it's the popular thing to do, especially if you're not in a relationship. Everybody seems to have that one person you can hook up with no matter what. But with COVID, you have to think twice about that shit, because
I
don't want Rona.
Especially like you said, trying to date. And for one thing, I got babies, so you're not coming to my house, and us meeting up somewhere throughout this pandemic, and I gotta sit and talk to you with a mask on. That's just unattractive to me already. Like, I gotta talk through a mask, like, so how you feel today? Like, no, I need to be able to see you, smile, your reaction, because I didn't know if you feeling this date or not.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can take it there. So me trying to pursue somebody for some sex, you're gonna have to go with somebody you kind of know, because strangers, I'm not risking it.
Ain't nobody new. Ain't no hooking up with nobody new.
No, because I don't trust them. I don't trust them anyway. But on top of that, with the pandemic and corona,
right,
and it's walking around where you can't even tell that the next person got it. I just value my life, and one night of pleasure ain't gonna help me out if I'm dead and under. So
dead and under. I mean, but a lot of people don't have a consistent person, so it's not. I mean, everything grounded to a halt. Like, for a lot of people, like a complete halt. And personally, I saw like a lot of things, like activity on like Facebook, like activity went through the roof. Like, flirting on in groups and people like exchanging information and all that, like that went through the roof. You know what I mean? And Zoom meetings and house party and all of those things just like blew up. It sucked. It sucked.
Mhm.
It sucked because I didn't have anybody. I wasn't having anybody coming over, and I wasn't trusting anybody to go around with them. You know what I mean? It
Yeah,
just sucked. It was
and yeah,
no
I
other
mean
way to put it.
that goes back into that stress thing. Because what if you don't have nobody that you're gonna? And everybody else talking about, oh yeah, I had some last night, and they buy their little stuff to enhance their little stuff because they got somebody in home to kind of be
Mm-hmm.
with. But what if you don't got nobody? So
Mm-hmm.
it affects you because now you're kind of frustrated. You going to work mad at everybody, like, what the fuck is wrong with Shon? Like, look, don't leave me alone, god damn it. 'Cause you ain't
Let,
getting
Mm-hmm.
done.
hey, let me just say, I'm so glad that I work from home now because if I had to go to work and deal with them folks as frustrated as I am, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all, this is a 100% real ass moment right now. I'm fucking frustrated. Okay. You know it's bad when self pleasure is no longer working.
It's yeah.
Like not that I don't reach climax. I'll reach my climax, but it's a very temporary fix. Like that shit don't last as long as it used to. Before pandemic, honey, I could self pleasure, knock myself off. I'm good for some days, even a whole week. I didn't have to do it that often. Now this shit is like damn near every day.
Yep.
And even then, who has time to do that shit every fucking day? Like I have work, I have
Yes.
kids, I
You
have
got
a
some
whole
vibes
business to
going.
run. I don't have time. By the time at the end of the day, after all that shit, I'm
You
fucking
had
tired.
hmm
I'm tired.
And you know what's crazy about that though? It's not even like before, like the months before, I was just out here acting up and running from woman to woman, house to house, or even just every day. But now it's the fact that I can't. It's just fucking with me that I can't,
Yeah.
and that's like with like damn, I want to take somebody out to eat now. I can't even.
You can't even do it. It's
Like,
affecting everybody's life because when you was able to kind of go out there and get you somebody, you can't even do that.
Right.
I can't.
And me personally, self pleasure is, it gets what you need to get done. But me, I'm more of a stimulation type of person. So after a while, that's gonna get tiring and old. I need some stimulation, and a lot of the time, I need actual flesh to flesh contact stimulation because even them toys don't be, it's there for you, but a lot of time I want to smell you, I want to touch you, and all that type of stuff. So I need all of that, especially when you're in it like that. So
Well, I don't use toys, and I'm sick of myself. So
Look, maybe you should start. Give yourself something different.
people, no. I ain't using my toys. I'm good.
Get you a sleeve. You'll be all right. Try a sleeve
Oh,
out.
what?
yeah,
Come on.
and I got one I could give you if you wanted to.
Say what?
Try a sleeve out. You
Yes.
can start in your hand. Try a sleeve. You get
Mhm.
something different. Get you some new.
Yes. Look, it's
I
it's
can't.
like
The
it's
new I
like
want is the new I want is trapped out there on the other side of COVID. I can't get to it.
You can't get to what?
Said the new I want is out on the other side of COVID.
That's what I'm saying. You got to improvise. Get you a
yeah.
new by getting you a sleeve.
hmm Definitely.
Saying.
I'd be curious. I'd be curious. So that's one of the things like women can use toys. I don't. I
Me.
can't. I don't know of any dudes that just use toys when they're not with their woman. Like,
Oh, we'll talk we'll talk about. That's one of our topics that we'll talk
okay,
about
all right,
next or later on down the line.
Yeah, it's later on down
all right.
the line.
Okay.
Come on, people, get some comments in here. But we are actually going to go into our next topic. Now, this might be one that everybody's gonna get some feedback on. But
This is the one. Yes.
why are there double standard when it comes to different sexual acts? Yes, we are going there, people.
We're going there. So, Shon, what do you have to say about that?
Um, so I'm a person that promotes. I'm a dude that promotes no judgment, right? I don't judge anybody for what they choose to do. You do whatever you want to do that makes you happy, as long as they don't hurt nobody. Now I have limits on what I will and won't do. You free to do whatever you will and won't do. Uh, as a heterosexual male, I have my own limits or confines, or I'll call hangups. I'll call them hangups on what I will and will not do based on my views, some traditional of what I see as a heterosexual male. Right?
Yeah.
Women are freer to explore more so than what I view being a heterosexual male. And a heterosexual female can explore more than a heterosexual male. Some feel different, some don't, whatever. I'm okay with that. Like some double standards, I'm fine with. I'm okay with. I let it ride. You know what I'm saying? No problem with it. Like if a girl kissed a girl in high school and she was like, we were just experimenting. Hey, cool. And you married with kids, you was experimenting. Dude kissed a dude in high school. For real, bro? like for real, dog. You did? But you a blood now? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it looked different.
You're right about that.
So,
like, when it's the female action, it's just everybody, oh man, that's it excites everybody. But yeah, when it's two guys trying to do the same thing, it's like, oh, what are you doing? That's nasty. Don't do that.
mm-hmm.
So I get it. I definitely get it. But like as far as like the double standard as well, let's say kissing toes, licking feet. Do you is that a double standard to that? Some people like to explore different body parts.
Hell yeah, it's a double standard. And a double standard is with women. If we did a poll, all right. Nikki, have you ever had your toes sucked?
I have.
Maggie, have you ever had your toes sucked?
I'm not big into it, so
yeah.
Let me ask a question.
Yeah.
No, I haven't had my toes sucked.
Never?
No.
Wow, you are the one in 10.
No.
Right.
I don't know. Some reason it just don't stimulate me. I mean, they'll play with it or whatever, but it really don't.
They'll play with it.
Yeah.
So while they hit it,
rub my feet or whatever, but sucking part, no, I don't.
They playing this little piggy while they hit it. Okay. Gotcha.
Well, honestly, I've only been with like a couple of long-term relationships, so so the person I was with, that's something they wasn't really into. So I can honestly say, no, I never did do that because it's like, what, toes in my mouth type of deal. It's like, okay. So honestly, no, I just never really experienced it like that. So say I really like it. Now I know I like my feet rubbed and everything, but the person I'm with, he wasn't really into it. So me personally, I haven't had it. So, but not knocking it down. Not knocking.
How are you about rubbing feet? How are you about rubbing feet?
I rub my man's feet.
Like happily, lovingly.
Yes. Like and then especially ones that don't like their feet. I'm like, I don't care. Look, shit, we together. Let me go ahead and rub this, put some oil on it, and get you all because I'm the type that'll rub your back and rub your feet, like cater to him too. Like it ain't just about us. I will rub your feet. I will get down and suck up under the balls and everything. Like I'm catering to your entire body because it's not just your penis. It's your whole entire, body. I pay attention to. So his feet, your damn neck, your chest, all of that, ears, all that. I take care of that. So me, I'm not afraid to, go in different areas. Now,
Your trophy's in the mail. That's what's up.
there you go. So it's like some people are afraid of, like, everybody just think it's like, especially with oral, they think it's just all about, putting it in your mouth and that's all you do. Sometimes it's other parts of that piece that you got to pay attention to stimulate what's, his enhancement as well. It turns me on, to be honest. Me giving head turns me completely on. So I'm turned on, you're turned on, so we're both into it. So at the end, once you're ready to go, like, we both shooting up there like it's an experience. So I mean, I just say there are double standards, but if you're comfortable with your mate and your mate is comfortable with you, sometimes test those waters just a little bit. You
So
never know.
if you were dating a guy whose feet was his erogenous zone, you'd be like, go with it. Trophies in the mail. How about you, Nick? You ever sucked a foot before?
I have never sucked a foot before.
Would you?
If I had a partner who is like, damn, that shit does it for me,
Mm-hmm.
I would.
I'm sorry.
I would do it. I would.
Begrudgingly, I would.
Provided hygiene is on point and provided I'm turned on, because once I'm turned on, there's very little that I'll think twice about doing. There's very little that I'll think twice about doing once I'm turned on. So if your hygiene is on point and I can trust that and I'm turned on, there's very little that I'll say no to.
Yeah, once you start adding all the little contingencies, if it's on my birthday and your birthday is the same day as our 10th anniversary.
Special occasion, yeah.
There are some prerequisites.
So like I don't even like my feet touched. Like that's like, it feels awkward to me because I never touch. But you talk to people and you hear people talk, right? And 10 women will be like, out of 10 women, 8 of them be like, hell yeah, I love my feet. Suck my toes. Oh, would you suck his toes? Sucking nobody's toes. But you just said.
Exactly. I'm willing to put your feet in my mouth, and you ain't willing to put my feet in your mouth.
And you literally just said that it feels amazing. Like, so it's like my thing is, I don't even want my toes sucked. I don't even want them sucked. But at least be willing. Like, at least be willing to go ahead and, get in. I'm probably going to stop you before you do. When you get to my ankles, I'm going to be like, all right, nigga, you're good. But at least be willing to go down there. You know what I'm saying? And that's my feeling on double standards. Like, be willing.
Bring this one up.
This
whole new, it's been a couple of years now, this whole Buddha eating craze. Crazy.
I knew that's what you was going to say.
Because it's happening both ways now. I mean, keeping it real. It's not just the women getting their asses ate.
Yeah.
Now, have you, Shon, have you eaten the booty?
Hey, what?
Have you eaten the booty?
You eat groceries.
I got a bad connection. Got a bad connection. I can't quite hear you.
Come on.
Look, but we grown, right? We grown. And you look at, and I've been in long term, like I'm, whatever. It's like being like in the past when people used to say like high school and like eating coochie was the big thing. Like, I ain't do it, you did it. Oh, you ain't do it. And nobody said they was doing it, but it's how it is now. That's how it is now. And like then, you may have done it once or twice, but you've done it. And even back to the double standard piece, same thing. Line those same 10 women up, and they'll be like, I do it. Would you do it to your man? Hell no, I wouldn't. Same thing. And most dudes, well, I can't even say that because a lot of dudes will if they want to do it. Yeah, I struggle with that one. I
honestly think it was a part of a trend because we wasn't hearing about it for quite some time. And all of a
Mm-mm.
sudden, I don't know if it came on a movie or what, but all of a sudden, everybody just want to eat groceries.
Right.
It's
Like,
rampant now.
yeah, so it's like the big deal now. They got groups about it, and we
It's Kia fault.
booty clubs and all that kind of stuff going on.
It's
Like,
it's Kia fault. It's Kia fault. She came out with this song. It started off as a joke. It
mm,
started off as a joke, and everybody was like, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. Let me try it. That's how it started. Yeah, it's
me
her fault.
personally, that is just not my forte. I'm sorry. That
But
just
I don't, it's just what you like to do. Be free, be happy.
now if
I
you want it,
can't imagine myself tooting up. I can't toot up.
the eating it, but the anal. Now I can do that. I have done that, but the eating part, no.
You've done what?
I'm just saying, like the anal, I can do that. Like I can have
Oh, okay.
stimulation that way, but I don't need your tongue and all that going in that area.
Mhm. And
Where
that's funny about the mental piece because you'll find a lot of people that are the reverse because they want pleasure there, but they don't want anything put women particularly. They like the pleasure, but they don't want anything put in. Right.
See, that's me.
Um.
That's me. Anal.
So
well, see, it's no. Look, I'm gonna say this. I'm not saying I'm just anal all the damn time. It's one of those. If I got to be worked up in the mood,
birthday anniversary.
so I'm not gonna knock it though. So it's like if it happens, it happens. And honestly, I've had an orgasm from it, and it was actually not that bad. Now it's something I'm gonna do all the time. Probably not. But look, if we in that mood, we've been smoking or whatever, everybody just in a great mood. And I think we're gonna go into one thing that can kind of no, that's something else. We could talk about that too, but just basically sometimes you do gotta experiment. And I am that one to experiment. So it's like I'm not gonna knock it till I try it type. I'm that type of person. Now the booty eating though, that just, now you can go around it. You can get the lips, all that, but the cheeks, you can do that. But
Oh my God, your face.
I'm serious. Like that just is. I don't know. That just never been my thing. Now I'm not gonna knock anybody that loves to do that.
Okay, so here's the thing for me. I don't judge. If you like it, I love it. For you though, not for me.
Because to be
for
too
me, for me, and I have tried it because I'm one of those. I'm pretty open-minded. I'm not going to judge something that I've never even tried.
exactly.
I have tried it. I freaking hated it. For me, it feels like you're shitting backwards. I do not like that feeling. I do not. I just can't. There was no getting used to it. There was no, oh, he should have took it slow. Oh, he should have used lube. We did all that shit. He wasn't enormous, so it wasn't the size of the penis. I could not get past that feeling that it feels like literally shit is being shoved into me. That's not something that I find sexy at all. However, if you're one of those that you venture that way while you're gobbling the cobbler, and you kind of venture down that way with your lips or your tongue, I'm all for it. Now, am I asking for it and begging for it and I got to have it? No. But if you go there, hey.
Well, I mean, like I said, I don't knock it up until I try it. You know what I'm saying? So if the tongue kind of get over there and it's just and I realize like, well, damn, okay, this kind of nice. I ain't gonna stop you now. If it feels good.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's not something I'm like, oh my God, I have to have it. But
that was the most unappealing explanation of anal sex I've ever heard from a woman in
that's
my life.
that's how it feels for me. I can't do it.
Well, it's funny to ask because we couldn't get this in the comments, but so dick but no tongue, elaborate on that.
Who said dick but no tongue?
I don't know. She just put it in. We couldn't see it because we were
You
doing
did.
comments.
That was you, Miss Maggotty.
Well,
Uh-huh.
I already explained that. Just it's just I've never tried it, so it just kind of I'm unsure about it. So you got like you said, it's a mind thing. So if you're uncomfortable with it already, something like that when you're not ready for it, especially, it's kind of like it might throw you off a little. Like, now, if it so happens that we're into it and we're really in the mood now, then if you just like she said, venture into that, and I'm actually enjoying it a little bit, it's like I'm not gonna stop you. But like she said, I'm not begging for it and asking for it either. So if it happens, it happens. Because I'm definitely open-minded.
Yeah, lips and tongue only. Penis, no.
You just gotta try. You just gotta try it.
I have.
I mean, I can appreciate that you tried it and don't like it though. I mean, I
There
can
you go.
appreciate that. You don't like it.
Close-minded at all. I'll try almost anything once, and I tried that, and I don't freaking like it, and I will never like it.
Well, I mean, at that point, it is what it is.
All right,
You
y'all.
know.
We see y'all commenting. Let's get some calls in. Tell us what you feel about this.
Yeah. So, are there any other double so anal, eating groceries? Are there any
Yeah,
other standards?
the same sex thing. The same sex thing is a big double standard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
A
it
big
is.
double standard. Um, when it comes to when people talk about threesomes
Oh
or
yeah. Because some
poly
women,
relationships or
mhm,
whatever,
because some women
it's a
want
big
two
thing.
men, and or some women want a man and a woman type of deal. So, I say that can be looked at differently too. Like when it's two guys, it's like, oh, she just, it's a train. It's it's a different standard when it comes to a woman just saying, I just want two males,
Mm-hmm.
compared to
All right,
whatever
so
threesome with a female and a male, or two women, or whatever. It's an orgy. It's fun. It's what I'm saying. So there is a double standard to that.
I mean, but okay, as far as a woman and two dudes, it's a difference. If even with a woman and two dudes, it's a difference between a threesome and a train. When there's a woman and two dudes, all right. I see it, and my understanding is if it's two dudes and a woman, a threesome, the pleasure is about her. A train, the pleasure is about the dudes. That's the most simplified way I can think about it. But when the overall thing, we talk about the difference between two women and two dudes. Dick is different. Dick's different. Did you see this? Dick's different. No matter how you slice it, how you look at it,
Yep.
it's different.
Yep. You're right.
You know, yeah, I don't know how else to put it. It's different. The fact is, the game's different when it comes, like, yeah. So,
Somebody said we suck at next. So
We suck at next all 2020.
yeah. Just don't leave no, cause oh my god, I had a dude I was with back in the day decided he wanted to put a nice little thing on my neck as a grown ass man now. Like, look, we don't do that around here. Don't be
Who
all up
does
on me.
that anymore? Like to me, you have issues. You feel the need to put big ass hickeys on somebody's neck. Like, are you 13 or are you 40? Why?
right, right. That sound crazy. That
Yeah.
sound crazy.
And it was
Why,
just like,
why do you feel the need to do that at this point in 2020 of all years? Why do you need to put hickey on somebody's skin? For what?
as you see, we're no longer together, because that was just like, now I gotta walk around and work like this with a scarf on,
Right.
like I'm damn a teenager or something. No, what's wrong with you, sir? Like, oh my god. Anyway, since we don't have anybody chiming in and calling on this
he
topic,
said his girl not gonna touch his feet. Hey, I feel you, bro. I feel you, bro. I don't like nobody touching my feet. I don't like nobody touching my feet.
I'm a caterer, so as far as feet goes, I'm gonna clip your toenails. I'm gonna buff them mugs.
even
I'm
if
gonna
they,
massage your feet with lotion or oil,
I'm
whichever you
still gonna give
prefer.
you some love.
I'll do all that. So I mean, is if you're long as your hygiene is good,
All
like I
right,
said, very little
let me
that I
tell you
won't.
something. This is where it came from. I went one time and got a pedicure with my lady. All right. And this was the most aggressive, heavy-handed, little 4'2" Asian woman I've ever seen in my life. You
That's
hear
the
me?
worst.
Going to town on you.
Just she was fucking my feet up. You hear me? Like she grabbed my big toe with both hands. Like it's like this is like she was going like on the side of my toes. Like she was. I don't like she was a carpenter, so like I couldn't do it. And this was supposed to be an enjoyable experience for me and my lady. I'm like, I ain't never doing this shit again. Like never. Like some people think it's gay. I'm scared of it. Like I'm not doing this shit ever again. So that's how come like nobody's ever gonna touch my
But you
feet.
tried it.
I
But you
tried
tried
it. I don't like it. The
That's
little
all.
midget Asian lady scarred me.
She fucked your
So
life up. Yeah, yeah. But your feet probably look good though. But she fucked
Right.
them.
I don't know. I tiptoed out that mud. Like I was scared to walk.
Yeah, she was rough.
I like what most won't try it, but there are some who want that stimulation.
True.
Yeah,
True.
definitely. You just got it. You have to just give it a shot. Like if you're comfortable with somebody, just give it a chance. You know, you can't hurt nobody. Then y'all can just talk about it like, no, we ain't gonna do that ever again.
Right.
Let's see. I don't want my.
I don't want my. I think she meant licked and licking.
Yeah, that's just. I'm with you, Icy. I mean, if we, like she said, if you venture into the area and I'm just, I don't had a lot to drink and I'm just like, shoot, this feel good. I ain't gonna stop you, but it ain't the initial thing. Just be like, yeah, what my booty ate.
Right. Like I don't. Who asked for that?
Look.
Like,
Apparently, a ton of folks.
Y'all be
They got, I told you they got booty eating clubs.
Right.
They got a
Booty
whole
eating
groups and who do the look. But we're going to go into this next one since we own that. Well, we've talked about the double standards, but now let's get into these orgasms. We kind of really touched on it earlier about it, but the benefits of orgasms and good chemistry.
I don't think this is widely known, but people having an orgasm, and even now as I, kind of complained about doing, self-pleasure and all that kind of stuff, it's still beneficial. I don't care. Even if it is temporary, it's still very beneficial because number one, you get that release. And especially now, you need some sort of release. If you've got, pent up frustration, aggression, stress. I mean, there are so many benefits of just simply having an orgasm. Yes. You would be amazed. It helps your mind. It helps relieve stress. It can help relieve pain. What else? Improves your mood. Like
your skin too. Like your skin and
like who in their life is in a bad mood right after having an orgasm?
Yeah.
Nobody. Fucking nobody.
Stress free at this point because you don't got all that bad day out the way.
I just found out this last one. Having regular orgasms boosts your immune system. If that ain't important right now, especially, honey, that should be making you have all the orgasms you could possibly have, because we all need an immune system that's on point right now. Because, like I said, none of us want Rona. We don't want it. Mm-hmm. So you should have, if anything is going to help boost your immune system, yes, take your vitamins. Mm-hmm. Yes, have a balanced diet. Yes, get enough sleep. But damn it, have some freaking orgasms. There you go.
Yeah. You can be in a bad mood after orgasm if you don't like, the motherfucker, like after you're done and come to your senses, if you don't like the person that's next to you. Like you could snap to reality and be like, this motherfucker, that does happen.
Oh my God, yeah.
That does happen. Like
Because I'm me personally. I don't know if a lot of people. I don't even think it's common, but I am multi-orgasmic.
I'm as well.
Okay, Gemini's. Oh,
There
anyway.
we
So like if you giving all your all in that one pump, and and that's all you got, and you laid out just like, oh, I'm done. Like, look, I'm like, no, we got to keep going, because
go. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have a whole attitude.
yeah, like when I orgasm and it's multiple, it increases. So it's kind of like levels up to the point where, like, it's to the point where you got to squeeze it all out of me. That's how bad it can get. And if you are, I'm being real, if you aren't ready for that, I do get frustrated very quickly. Like if you just done, I'm like, that's all. I'll give you a little 15 minutes. But if you ain't ready to go again, it's not gonna work out. So I gotta sit here and pleasure myself right after that. That's a huge problem.
Oh my God, that's the worst. Like, have you ever had to finish yourself up after having sex?
Yes.
That's the most frustrating thing ever.
I didn't get there at all.
Oh my God.
We've been going and I ain't get there.
Somebody commented, know your partner's sex language. You better say that. Better say that shit.
Where's that coming? It needs to be plastered all on the
yeah, I mean, but
the chemistry coming in. That chemistry, knowing your partner, knowing how they tick, getting to know, and then orgasms, self-pleasuring helps you with that too. Especially for the women that don't know how to have an orgasm, or he doesn't there. Now you're exploring yourself. Now okay, you know what? Just touch this like this, rub that like that to get me there. In case you need that.
There it is right there. There it is right there.
Sex language, yes. Oh my God.
So but if a dude don't know that you are multi-orgasmic, guy might think that, okay, you got yours, go ahead and get mine, go to sleep. Like he might think that that's acceptable, right? And if you haven't said that, because a lot of times, say we're talking and we have not been physical yet, and if I bring up sex, you'll think that I'm being thirsty, or you know what I'm saying, I'm being thirsty, or I'm being typical, or I'm being whatever. And I haven't found out how you like to get down. I haven't found out that you're a multi-orgasmic person. Like I haven't found out that you don't like the booty ate or whatever the hell, right? I haven't found out any of your likes or dislikes, and I'm just going in there blind. Don't be mad if that miscommunication leads to you not being fully satisfied. Then call me a bum ass dude because I magically know your body. Like, come on now.
Well, that's why you have that conversation beforehand. Like,
but dudes get penalized for having that conversation though.
So you're gonna catch that in the beginning anyway. Like, you're gonna try to figure that part out at least.
But ask any men, if any of the men who are commenting or calling in, have you ever been penalized or looked at like you were crazy for having a conversation about sex before you had sex? Because a lot of times you do. Like, we're not ready to have that conversation yet. Well, shit, we better have it at some point.
And see, I can see men being penalized for having the conversation too soon. Like, it's the first day you done met this chick and you met her online because
it's different. Yeah, it's that. Yeah.
It's the first day you done talked to this chick, and 15 minutes into the conversation, you bringing up, so what's your favorite position? Maker, that's the first question you gotta ask me in the first 20 minutes you're talking to me is what my favorite position is.
Yeah.
Then you're gonna be looked at sideways. But if you're conversing and the conversation flows in that direction naturally, then she's gonna be, she's gonna reciprocate. She's gonna be open to it. But if you just started talking to a chick and for one of the first questions, you ain't even asked her if she got kids yet, but you ask her what her damn favorite sexual position is, get your ass on expeditiously.
You're already in the DM talking about send me a picture. Like, nah.
Right.
This ain't
okay.
Bye.
You don't want to talk about sex. Fine. What's your favorite food? You know what I'm saying? Like, but it don't gotta be the first thing. But if it's any time before the first time, right? it's not saying it. Like
You just got to leave
I've
that
seen that.
conversation, like she said, just don't jump right into it. But you feeling this person,
Yeah.
y'all talking a little bit, and shoot, y'all talking at night, and the mood is set a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
We're
Yeah.
adults. Talk about it.
Well,
I need to know what you do and how you do it, and if you gonna, I'm just saying, I need to know where your mind at already. If you can hang, is what I really.
either that, or you need to be the type of person that pays major attention to her body. Because if you're doing it right and you're paying attention, all you have to do is pay attention to her body. Her body's gonna talk to your ass. But if you one of those that you ain't paying attention and you just in it to get yours off, and you be like, okay, she got her one. I'm good. That's all I need to do. I'm gonna need you to get a little bit more, sophisticated about it. Because if
So
you read her body the correct way, you're gonna find out real quick if she's multi-orgasmic. You're gonna find out if she squirts. You're gonna find out if she creams. You're gonna find out if she likes oral, if she likes her groceries ate. You're gonna find out about all that because you're actually paying attention to her body.
Yeah.
some girls do both. But the thing is, that's that's a lie though. Cause
What's a lie?
some that if you pay attention to her body, because some women will later just stiff as a board and be like, oh my God, that was the most amazing experience of my life. I came 17 times. And then another one will be like, oh my God, that was okay. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody is different. Every woman is different.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
Like
Women will just kind of egg your head on this to get it over with.
to get it over with, right? And
True.
other ones you'll be like, damn, are you cool? And she'll be like, cool. I'm ready to go another round. I'll be like, shit, you just could like lay there, like you just lay there. Like, it's it is a lot of communication, a lot nonverbal. There's a lot nonverbal. But I think that those kind of you should be able to express what you like, dislike, want, don't want. And don't be upset if you don't get it, if you haven't let that person know. Now, if you tell me I like my breast played with, and I don't pay your titties no attention, then that's on me.
Yeah.
But if I have no indication whatsoever,
but no, let me restate. Multi orgasms though. Now, not saying I can have them, but if that one session we just had, we on went in, and I don't have me a real big one, and that's all I can give. Because sometimes I don't. It's not where it's just like all the damn time. It's just depending on the mood. But if you just know how to hit that spot and you know where to go and how to get there, I don't need a lot from you. Let's go for this session right now, knock it out, and then I'm good. So it just depends on the chemistry and the mood for it to be, happen so many times. But if you can knock it out the park the first time, look, I put my hand up like, thank you, Jesus. I'm good. So it just depends. So not gonna knock you for not, going. That's if she wants it. It's not all the time.
yeah.
Yeah, we have a caller.
Oh.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Hello, caller, are you there?
I am.
Hello.
Hey, it's Valerie.
Hi, Valerie.
Hey, Val. Hey, sis.
Hey, y'all on my pocket. Let me tell you what. Okay, first of all, me and my baby, we've had this conversation. We don't have it. We have it kind of often. Just because if we want to go through and freshen up things, we go through and he said, what do you want? What do you like? He already knows what key areas and stuff to do and what I like. And long as he knows, sometimes I won't tell him because I like to keep it fresh and I want him to struggle. But, when he does it, and he just took that right little spot, and then he just said, when the phone call, he said, I know I got you. And we don't have to have any other words. But you got to keep everything fresh. And you got to know exactly
barely hear her now.
Know what I like, what I didn't like, and to know your body. And
Yes.
if you don't know your body, how can you tell somebody else what you like?
That's what I was
And
just about to say.
Yes. Yeah,
Big
you're
time.
right. If you don't know your own self, how you expect somebody to please you?
it is a learning experience. I know my body. I know how to act. I know what you can do, what you like, and you know what you like. And hey, if we stay in that little bad part, we're really good. And I'm going on a certain day, and all people who help me with that and never actually done or had an orgasm. I was just in touch today with a friend. And she said, did you hear that? She said, the lady said she has never ever had a G-pop orgasm. And I said, oh, God, she's missing a lot.
Yeah.
Because if
There's
you
some
have
women they
never
had not a orgasm. Some
orgasm,
women
she's
haven't had
missing
that.
a lot.
Yeah,
But
I
you
run into
also
that
have
a
to
lot.
know, you also have to know it's something within you. You got to go, sometimes you have to let go and release. And, sometimes a lot of people, they come into sex with a lot of fish. And that's what I noticed. And that they're like, I would say stress. They make it's not supposed to be a stress moment. It's supposed to be where you can just release, relax, and just let your hair down. And there's a lot of people that just don't get it. And until you got to and understand that, know your body, know what you like, know how you like it, or whatever all that stuff. Have that communication in that process done. When you can go through and have, just the best orgasm like ever. But hey, because trust me, I can have it by myself, but I don't like it. I don't like it by myself, but I like it. But we prefer it, with other people.
Somebody's excited.
It's an act. Like I said, if I go through and I can go through and, like I said, enjoy myself and go and say this is how you like it, and you'll follow instructions, honey, you'll have the best time of your life.
I
But there's
agree.
also, it's like, that one touch on something like that. But there's a lot of people who don't know how to, or they probably do know how, but they're afraid to. Or that turns a lot of people on more than you think.
What
I
was
did
that?
not know that. I'm serious.
Oh, yeah.
That turns a lot of people on more than you know. And I
Just
didn't
the
know
tea.
that I had that ability. But at the time that I was in me, that I always go back around into, knowing your body.
Yep.
Very true.
But that's all I want to say. I love y'all.
Well, thank
Thank
you
you, ma'am. Thank you.
This is my topic.
Hey, we
Thank you,
encourage everybody to call in. Let us know how you feel about it today.
Okay, bye. Yeah, squirting is like it's pretty popular now. There are classes now. You can go to, if you've never squirted in your entire life, honey, now you can Google squirting class, and there are classes that will teach you how to squirt, like what it takes for you to squirt. So yeah, it's pretty popular now.
I'm telling you, one time that happened with me and my husband. It was just like, what? That was a whole new experience. I was like, what? I had to look like, what the heck just happened over here? But that was just, I've never experienced it. And so then it was like, what? I absolutely love it. I
Okay.
absolutely love it.
Oh, it's the best.
It's pretty darn cool.
It was a shock
It's
factor
pretty
when that first
nifty.
happened.
So how do you feel about squirting, Shon?
I think it's a pretty nifty experience. It's gnarly. I'm with
It's
it.
gnarly?
I'm here for it.
So
No,
you
it
want
is. It's a turn on. It's a turn on. It really is.
Okay, that's what I was about to say. Is it a turn on? Because some guys
Yeah.
are like, bitch, just pee on me.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean,
Some guys are put off by it, and there's others like that's what they're aiming for, honey. They're aiming to make your ass squirt now. So you gotta kind of ask how you feel about it.
nah,
I'm like to warn you. I ain't gonna warn you because for me that's like the ultimate. If you make me squirt, baby, you doing something.
Yes.
So
Yes.
that's my gift to
I
you.
love you after that point.
it's your gift.
I ain't gonna warn your ass.
It's
You
your
get
gift.
something from me because if you make that happen, you bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I get pleasure from giving pleasure. Even like as far as it extends to being a comic. People laugh, that's instant gratification that you've done something right. So if you translate that into sex, if a woman squirts, that means you've done something right. And there is no laying there like a board and faking off her orgasm or like just
No.
hiding her orgasm. No, it's evident you did something right then and there.
Oh, I have
So,
a question for you.
so you go, sister.
Since we finally got a male on the show, I've always wanted this
Mm-hmm.
because some men don't know. Some men have to ask if you orgasm. Do you know when your woman is orgasm? When she, getting there. Do you know when it's getting
Every woman is different. Most of the times, yes. Sometimes you have no clue. Sometimes you have no clue. And I mean, some people like say dumb shit like if you got to ask, that means you didn't please her. Like, no, like some women will come and keep going like nothing happened. You know what I'm saying? Some women are very expressive. Every person is different.
there? You're right.
Most of the time you can feel it. Most of the time you can feel contractions or she breathes harder or like there are obvious signs. Some of these motherfuckers is ninjas and they don't show nothing. Like they are straight assassins.
But sometimes you have visual clues.
Yes.
Something, I guess. I mean, sometimes something, right? Something,
You might
but
get it like that person that lay there and just
yeah. They'll be like, "You ain't feel it? Feel what?" Like, you was doing the same shit from the time we got here to the time you left. Feel what? So,
yeah, yeah. I
But I mean, obviously, if she squirts or she cleans,
yeah,
that's
that's
a visual
obvious.
clue that she done
That's
came.
yeah, that's obvious. That's the obvious. Um, I don't know. And then I mean, maybe in the same way that some women have hangups that keep them from achieving orgasm. Maybe some women have hangups where they can't show that they are, or you know, what I'm saying, experiencing pleasure, or maybe they have hangups where um, like you know how some women like still keep the cover up over and don't want to show their body.
hmm
Maybe they have those kind of hangups where they don't even want to
Yeah,
express their
yeah.
pleasure or something
You
like
know
that. You know
what?
what I'm
And
saying?
like what Darnetta said, some people don't pay attention to each other's bodies, like body
Yeah,
language.
that
That comes with that chemistry. Like when you don't know your own self too, and you expect somebody else to come in and know you and know what
Mm-hmm.
works for you, and especially if this is the first time for you, you don't know him,
Mm-hmm.
you don't know her, so everybody's a little different. You might
yeah.
not like this played with, she might not like that. That awkwardness too, overcoming that thing, that plays a factor in it too. So it's like kind of
Mm-hmm.
throws you off when you're trying to figure out, bitch, what the hell? What do you like? You're laying there,
Mm-hmm.
you don't have no kind of energy. You acting like you're not feeling this situation. So then y'all finally get into the act because it's like, well, shit, you're here now.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they could just about, wham bam and thank you, ma'am, and be done with it. Because it's like, shit, I just came here to get it and get out because
Yeah.
you're obviously boring and you don't excite me. So I came here to get what I wanted to get. It happens.
Yeah. And to go back to the question, sometimes, and we're talking about good chemistry, sometimes it doesn't matter if somebody's good or bad. Sometimes it's just bad chemistry. Sometimes I swing and she swings. And sometimes, I mean, I might have good D and she got good P. We just got bad chemistry. You know what I mean? You got
Yeah, that's
good
okay.
basketball players who can't play on the same team. That doesn't mean they don't have talent.
Yeah.
They're just not good on the same team.
Yeah.
So,
Some people aren't compatible. Some people just can't.
yeah,
That's not something that can be faked. It's not something that can be forced. It's either there or it's not.
facts.
You know it.
Facts.
You pretty much know
And
it off the front.
motherfuckers with egos don't want to admit that shit. They don't want to admit it.
Yeah.
It just
You're
wasn't
right.
there.
You're right. So, since we've been talking about some good chemistry, let's get into for those that actually needs, just like you kind of hit on it. It's not going well for you. So you need a little help. Let's say you're getting older and stuff just ain't quite, you gotta, you know, put the gas back there. You gotta kind of get it worked up a little bit more than you used to. You used to be just boom, come on, let's go. But what happens when your body is starting to slow down? Gravity, your titties ain't so right, and everything ain't quite, saying, like, your body is changing and shit. You're with this person and they're so used to you being with them. Sometimes we get comfortable, we stick to routines. So sometimes we need that little boost. We need a little bit of enhancement sometimes.
Mhm.
So we want to go into a couple of products because we are actually pure romance consultants, me and Miss Nikki. So we want to get into some things that kind of help people. Everybody tune in to this one. We're going to get a history lesson right about now. So,
Okay.
So let's go into, let's see, Nikki, you want to go first?
Sure.
All right, we'll go ahead and go into
Great head. So, there are some ladies, I don't know, you mentioned it earlier, you were like, me, giving head turns you on.
yes.
And that's awesome if that's how you are. But there are some ladies who they'll do it, but they're like, ugh, I cannot stand the gagging. I can't stand the gagging.
It's a chore. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it feels like a chore. So I don't know about, I don't know how anybody else is, but for me, if something feels like a chore, I don't really want to do it. Like you're that teenage kid. You don't, who wants to do their chores? No fucking body wants to do their chores. So if you're one of those people, Great Head will help you make oral more comfortable for you. Because number one, it gives you a flavor. Anything flavor in your mouth is going to make you salivate more. It's going to increase. But also, what Great Head will do, it's going to relax your gag reflex so that you can deep throat without the gagging part of it. But like, there are some ladies who enjoy that. Like, the gagging turns them on. That's how they know they're doing it right. If you're not one of those ladies, and shout out to those ladies who they're like, gagging gives me life. If that's not you, get you some Great Head, because then if you don't like penis flavored penis, you can have strawberry flavored penis.
Hey,
And on top of that, you can deep throat like you a damn porn star without the gagging part. So then you really look like a porn star because you're not doing all that damn gagging. I mean, because I don't know what it is about gagging, but the dude, if he sees that woman gagging, he literally feels like he grew 10 inches because the lady is gagging on his shit.
Yeah.
Us, however, gagging, if you do it too damn much, we're going to throw up. And there's nothing sexy about that motion, that feeling.
I've heard horror stories about
I've heard horror stories as well. So if you do not want to be a horror story, get you some Great Head from either Maggie or myself, And that way you can deep throat like the porn star that you are without the gagging part. And then everybody knows the more saliva that you have during head, the better it's going to feel because men love the sloppy head. They love the sloppy shit. You can't be all nice and
Look at you, Shon.
It's true.
It's true.
I'm helping you. I'm co-signing everything you're saying.
who wants polite head? Men don't like polite head. They
We
want that
don't.
shit to be nasty and
Yeah,
sloppy.
you gotta know head is going on. You gotta hear the sounds and everything.
Yeah.
Some gray head. That's gonna stop you from gagging. It's gonna give you strawberry flavored penis. You don't like penis, and you can deep throat without the gagging part.
Okay.
So
Hey, it's a win-win for every damn body.
It's a win-win. I'm
Get
telling
you some
you.
great head.
and if you need like advice from a man, it's true. No man wants political motherboard head. Every man wants whore head. So please purchase great head so you can, even if you're not a whore, you can give whore head. He
Hey,
will appreciate it.
you can be a pro
Yeah.
with that gray head.
Great head is one of my top sellers. I that's one of my top. I gotta keep that in stock because I'm gonna sell that at every party. I'm gonna sell some great head.
There's another top seller actually for me, and that is for the women. Everything is so delayed, you guys, and you probably can't even see it. I'll take it off.
I see it.
Okay, just the new packaging, you just barely can see it in pictures. But basically, it's called Like a Virgin. So, like I said, when you're just getting a little older, or this is you guys are rekindling the flame. Y'all getting back together, or shit, you for the first time with somebody new. Sometimes we need a little snapback. Just a little snapback. You know what I'm saying? We just need it for this one. This is it snaps you back for 24 hours. So it kind of gets you, like the word, like a virgin. It kind of gets you just tight and right, because sometimes you just need it to get that full feeling, because some things just ain't the same anymore. You don't have a couple of folks and everything ain't quite gelled together anymore. You don't busted out a whole bunch of kids, and I'm just being real. Sometimes you just, ladies, you need that little snapback, and you really don't need a lot of it either. It's just like a couple of drops that you need, and it'll just last. It'll just make it feel tighter. For 24 hours, I doubt you're gonna go that long, but you might wake back up and it's still, y'all still can go. So, I think that it's nothing to be ashamed of if sometimes you just kind of have to help yourself a little bit, because there are things that physically happens to people, especially medically. Things just don't, like, you don't get lubricated, or things happen physically that can change a person's makeup, and that can affect you. So if something just don't contract, busting nuts all 2020. If it's nothing wrong with just going ahead and just, ladies, getting that like a virgin. It's probably the best thing you can ever do for your man, because he's gonna be like, damn.
Yeah, he's gonna notice. He's gonna notice a difference.
Like, oh, you different tonight.
Right.
Yeah, I was waiting on you, baby. Or you can do that whole lie. I ain't had nobody. I've been waiting on you, boo. Ain't nobody being over here. Look, that ain't me, but I'm just saying. Just saying.
Well, I'm gonna do one thing that one of the best parts of sex, whether you know it or not, is that first put in. And ladies, go ahead and purchase you some Virgin, because if he puts it in and goes, you want that action, like you want that, like you probably got that early on in the relationship, and like it's been a while since he put it in. The first one, you want that sharp inhale. So go ahead and purchase you some Virgin and get you, like, make sure you go when you first put it in. The sharp inhale.
The name of
y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Yeah.
I definitely know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that was right.
Just a little loose.
Yeah, so.
Just saying.
Yeah.
No.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead to the next one, Miss Nikki.
Oh, y'all. Okay. This is our Healy, which stands for health. It's short for healthy living. But Healy water-based lubricant. So this is our CBD infused lubricant. Let me tell y'all something about this right here. Okay, everybody knows an orgasm feels great, right? Orgasms feel great. We'll just put that out there. However, when you add CBD on top of that, I'm because I don't know how everybody should have seen the movie Half Baked. And there's that person where it's like everything is better on weed, right?
Oh,
That's what this is. That's what this product is.
Sooner. I love
So
weed.
if you think an orgasm feels great, add some CBD on top of that, and it's going to be amazing. And I hate that word amazing because it's such a cliche word. Everybody uses that word. But when you use a lubricant that is CBD infused, Jesus Christ, and you have an orgasm,
Did we lose you?
drop this.
I'm sorry, I got nerves.
Seriously, an orgasm mixed with CBD is like 10 times orgasm. So, like an orgasm with CBD on top of it is like magnified, and it's crazy how much like who got an orgasm to feel better? Like, orgasms feel great. Like you feel that you're tingling, your heart rate is up. But I don't know if I can accurately convey how much the orgasm is magnified when you add CBD into it. I almost said orgasmic, but that's cliche. Like it's literally fireworks. So if it don't matter if you have a partner and you use it, I mean, because it's a water-based lubricant, so it's the best lubricant for you. It's pH balance. With us ladies, there are a lot of things that can offset our pH balance. Your partner's semen can offset your pH balance. But we don't want that. So, and usually, always when I get to, talking about lubricants, there's always somebody listening who's thinking, I don't need a lubricant because I'm always wet. And I'm like, congratulations. However, if you have anything that's going inside of your vagina that's bigger than your pinky, you should be using a lubricant. And a pH balanced lubricant is best for you because that's the one that mimics your natural moisture. It's going to help protect your pH balance. But then also you add the CBD on top of all of that. And literally your orgasms are going to be fan-fucking-tastic. So get you some damn Healy CBD water-based lubricants.
This is what
you will not regret it. It's the best shit ever.
Oh yeah. Anything. Look, get you take a CBD bath, then put that on. You are just in there. You in the zone. Get your candles. Look,
CBD. And if you're one of those that has anxiety, and especially now, like that anxiety is like magnified with COVID and work and money and family and everything that we have going on. Use some CBD infused products because that's going to help your anxiety as well. It's going to help calm you down. It's going to help your mood. It's going to help your mind and your body. And there's just not enough good things that I can say about this. It's freaking awesome.
It's freaking awesome. But now you have the Healy CBD oil, but also for the lady, for you haven't reached that. I know someone mentioned in the comments before about the G-spot orgasm. This product here will help you get there. Like some people don't even know what it feels like.
Right.
they might not even know. So this will kind of enhance that experience. And basically what you're doing is you're taking the cream and you're going to insert it inside of you to reach that G spot area, and it's going to make it easier for it to be found. And basically, I don't know whoever ever experienced a G spot orgasm, but it's like she said, it's so cliche, but it's
amazing.
It is absolutely amazing. So, and like she said, everything that we have with Pure Romance, it's very health friendly. So if you have, like again, pH balance levels issues and things like that, these are natural, less harmful type of creams. So it can work for you. So you're not going to have allergic reactions to this. Now, of course, the ingredients are on the website, so it will tell you what's in it, like ginseng, leaf oil. So of course, if you're allergic to those things, it's something that you may not want to touch. But they make their products where it is friendly to everyone. Everybody can use this, and it's safe. It's definitely safe, because you got some things out there that just it's not going to work for your body too well, and they're not focusing on your health part. All they focus is on the product. Okay, so it got to have a strawberry taste. Oh, it got to be sticky like this. But does it work with your body?
Yeah.
So I have a question. The last couple of products that you talked about, are those mainly for solo play or for when a lady is by herself, or can they be used for when a lady is with her partner?
So yeah, the GPS definitely is. It's either or. It's either it's good for solo play, like if a woman wants to try to make herself have a G spot orgasm, that's going to make it easier for her to find the G spot, because what it does is it makes the G spot engorged. It's got peppermint oil in it, so that is going to make it tingle, number one. But number two, it's going to engorge it, so it's going to make that G spot larger, and which will make it in turn easier to find. The same thing works if she's with a partner. If she has a partner who has a penis or a strap on, either way it goes, because her G spot is engorged, it's going to make it easier to find, even with a partner or with a toy, either way. Same thing with the Healy water-based CBD lubricant. It don't matter if you're with a partner or if you're solo. What it's going to do is magnify your orgasm like 10 times. The great head, obviously, if you're giving head, you've got a partner who either has a penis or a strap on. And that's the only thing we only talk. And then like a virgin, of course, same thing. Like a virgin, you want to have a partner because they're going to feel how much tighter you are than you normally would be. So yeah, these are all partner-friendly products, or they work for if you're solo. Obviously, like a virgin would be more for if you have a partner, because you don't need like a virgin if you're self-pleasuring.
Self-pleasuring, yeah, you don't need all that. But yeah. Somebody said, "What's a condom?"
What's condoms?
Hey, that's more. It's probably people asking that question for real though.
Yo, ask reckless.
Yeah, you went there. Some people just don't live by it. It is what it is. Some people I can't get into the groove with a condom.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, because it minimizes, sensation. I don't think that's a word. Sensation. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Nowadays, the way they advertise, it's like you could feel it all, but still have that protection at the same time.
Oh yeah, they got condoms that almost like it's not there. Now, they got some things, so there's no excuse not to wear them. Because right now, with this pandemic, as well as these nasty folks running around here, you gotta be careful.
Yeah,
you gotta be, because you don't know who they laying up with while this pandemic going on. Then they gonna try to come over there with you. Free balling. No, sweetie. You need to put
free
that
balling. You a bold motherfucker if you just free ball and you don't know where that person's been with
Oh
the
yeah,
target.
important to be safe. Yeah, to be safe, exactly.
Absolutely.
So since we didn't have anybody that wanted to call in, I guess it might be time for our last shot, people. And Shon, you not familiar with this? We kind of go in on well the aftershock. I'm sorry, we named it.
Okay.
I have to get used to the new name. But you just this can be off topic.
Okay.
Whatever you feel you want to get off your chest to kind of a message to everyone.
Hmm.
You're welcome to kind of speak on that. So I'll give you some time to think about where you want to go with it. But that's
Okay.
pretty much what the after shot is. It's kind of after we, have our conversations and the topics just be all over the place. We want to bring it back to something you just kind of want to highlight.
Okay.
Sometimes it's one topic, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's something that happened to you and you just want to get it off your chest and talk about it. It could be
Hmm.
literally, it could be anything.
Okay.
Okay,
Do I have to go now? I have to
you
go. I
want
have to say something.
I mean,
you're
you're the guest. You're the guest. I think you should go first.
Oh
If you haven't,
wow.
you already know what you want to talk about.
Um. Everybody wear masks. Quit being dumbasses. Wear masks.
Yeah.
It's not a. It's not a hoax. It's not a game. These people out here getting sick. These people out here dying. And even if it is a hoax, even if it is a game, even if it was created by the government, even if it is just to line rich people pockets, so what? There's people out here dying. It do it just be courteous. Don't do it for me. Do it for my great aunt. Do it for kids. Do it for the sick people. Don't be an asshole.
oh yeah, oh
Other
yeah.
people's lives are more important than you standing on the principle of some little shit like a mask. Wear a mask.
Hmm.
And to all the people who are out here going through a lot and essential workers and people who are laid off and people who are going through financial hardships and people whose lives are changing, seek help. Don't be afraid to seek. Don't be afraid to seek therapy. Mental health is important. It's just as important as your physical health. Especially Black people, especially Black men. Um, Go talk to somebody. Talk to a professional. Sometimes talking to you. I'm sorry, I don't mean to piss nobody off. But sometimes talking to your friends. Sometimes talking to your pastor ain't good enough.
Yeah,
Go seek mental health if you need it.
and that
That's
definitely
it.
goes into actually that's where I was going to go with it. Actually, I'm an advocate for mental health awareness, and I personally I normally help people, but when I'm not together, I can't help people. And I've experienced that the last month that I haven't been all together. So I finally reached out to a therapist because, like you said, sometimes talking to your family and your friends, especially some things you might hold back. You might not get it all out. You'll just give them a little bits and pieces, and or they might have biased opinions.
Mhm.
So to me, talking to a therapist that doesn't have a bias like that is helpful. I was having issues with sleeping and things like that. So she was because I can do research all day and every day, but someone that's a
Mhm.
bit more expert at that can tell you, well, try this, try that, do that. So I got some useful tips, and I was actually able to rest last night. So sometimes you just can't get that extra help on your own. So you know, get help. It's okay to say that you're not all right. And you don't even got to
Mhm.
tell nobody that you're getting it. You don't even have to let anybody know that you're not all right. Seek it privately, but please take care of yourself cuz we
Mhm.
want to be here past this pandemic. Please cuz especially if you're stuck inside, you quarantine, you can't go anywhere. That messes with your head.
Mm-hmm.
In them four walls and just like because it's going to get to that point because these schools are starting, the kids are getting sick in school. It's going to get to the point where they're shutting it down again.
Mhm. We laughing and joking, and people make their jokes on social media. And man, we ain't never seen nothing like this before. The world has never seen anything like this
No, we wasn't ready for it.
before. So you know, it's okay if you don't know how to handle it or don't know how to deal. It's okay. You know what I mean? Like, gotta process it somewhere.
Yeah.
And I would prefer that you would process it in a healthy way than going over and knocking somebody upside the head
Hmm.
or doing something to yourself.
Yep,
So
you're absolutely right. But that's my last aftershock.
My aftershots is in regards to social media. And it seems like mine is always having to do with social media, but it's literally, it seems like every single week something new happens and I have to talk about it. So, my aftershot is about married folks on social media. Okay, so just to give you a little bit of background, I was on a live, one of my Facebook friends, he's another comedian, Mac is his name. So he runs a dispensary in Oklahoma. So he was doing a live and they were just, bullshitting, shooting the shit, And I happened to see somebody in the background and I was like, white t-shirt is fine. Okay, bye. I made a comment and then I kept it moving, right? So the guy, I didn't know he was married because there was no wedding ring. Like I said, it was just a bullshit live. It was very casual. I commented, I was like, white t-shirt is fine. Okay, bye. And then I left, right? So I guess white t-shirt ended up sending me a friend request. I accepted, but then literally one day later, his wife replied to my comment about, white t-shirt is fine. She was like, yes, he is. And then wedding ring emoji. I liked the comment and kept it moving, right?
Oh, I been
Well,
want to hear about this story.
so yeah. The funny thing to me is why I don't understand how married men think when they do that. Like when they send a single woman a friend request that they don't know on social media, like what really is your intent? For me, and why I accept, I'm automatically thinking future self. I don't care if you're married, if you're booed up, if you're single, because as well as I do, we have stuff for women and for men. So it's not, we're not biased here. So I don't care who I accept on social media. In my mind, if I don't know you, that's a future customer. I'm going to sell you something eventually. But I don't, their intent may be something different than what I'm getting from it. So my thing is, and if there are any married men watching, I would love to have your input on why you send a single woman a friend request on social media that you don't know, especially if it's going to get your ass in trouble and a day later you have to unfriend the lady that you just now sent a friend request to because now she's in your ear and like, who the fuck is Nicole?
Mm-hmm.
Who is this bitch? You know what I'm saying?
was
So,
White T is White T a comedian too?
huh?
Is White T a comic?
Is what? I don't.
Is White
Not that I know of. No.
okay?
And you might
Just
know
good.
Mac O'Henson, I think is his name. But
Probably picture, but if
but yeah,
White T's a comic, he's selling something too, though.
it was a friend of his that sent the friend request. But
Hmm.
my thing is, if that's gonna get your ass in trouble, why would you even go there? Like, if your wife is just as active on social media and she's watching your shit, she's watching who you're friending, she's watching who you're commenting on. Like, why would you even go there? Why even do anything that's gonna bring up that conversation of who's Nicole or who's Maggie, or you know what I'm saying? Why do that? Why put that stress on yourself? Because it's enough shit going on.
Oh yeah.
Like, and the fact that your wife has to come behind you and let the world know that you're married, brother, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Stop it right now. And I'm just going to tell you, here's a tip for you, all of you married men who love social media and you love looking at pretty girls, just follow her. You don't have to send her a friend request, because if her page is public, which mine is, and I do that for business reasons, just follow her. That way you can see what's being posted, but you ain't got to worry about no questions from your wife. Who is this bitch Nicole? Because she's new and she wasn't on your friend list before. Why is she? Like, avoid all of that drama and don't social media a friend request.
Don't
Y'all
know.
can come back to me on that one. But protect your household. The social media ain't shit. You might not know. I might not be shit. So if you over here having uncomfortable conversations at home for somebody you don't even know, like why? Why even go there? That's my aftershot.
Go ahead, Shon. You got something to add? You good?
I mean, I'm not married. Did he say anything besides a friend request? Was there any inbox? You don't have to say what, but was there any inbox activity?
My inbox, he would react to my stories. You know, he would put the little heart on the stories, but nothing. He never got in my inbox and said anything. So
Then he didn't do nothing wrong.
for one day, and
Then he didn't do anything wrong.
anymore. So
He didn't do anything wrong.
have time to hop in the inbox.
He did nothing wrong there.
I mean that
He committed no foul. If he didn't hop in your inbox, he didn't make any other attempts to contact and connect with you.
yeah, he didn't do it.
Wrong.
But my thing is something must have been viewed wrong because now we're no longer friends on social media. So
I mean, I wouldn't let a friend request.
Was that his conscience or was that with his wife saying unfriend that bitch? Because no, you know
his wife.
Which one was
his wife?
that's my guess as well. But
yeah, ain't no friend request worth no stress and arguments. But he didn't do nothing wrong.
Like if you know that's how she is and you're married to her, so clearly you know what type of woman she is. Mm-hmm. Like if that's how she is, why even go there?
Yeah.
That's my question.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Mr. Shon, since you are a special guest, we need to know where we can find you.
Yes. Shon Don, comedian. I'm on Facebook, SHONDON, comedian. On Facebook, same thing on Instagram, Shon Don comedian. Follow me, like me, friend me. I don't think there should be any woman that sends you any emojis. If she do, she out of pocket.
Do you have any shows coming up? You know, with COVID, it's kind of crazy, but do you have any shows coming up?
It sucks because I had so many things lined up, and then pandemic happened and everything started getting canceled. So right now, I don't have any shows coming up. I do have a podcast coming up. We start filming. Yeah, I'm excited. Exclusive information right now. It's called Shon Don TMI because I'm gonna talk my ish. And yeah. First episode is gonna be a family first, so I have a few of my family members on, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna talk about some of the things that brought us to where we are now. Maybe some background information on why I'm so crazy. And I got some interesting topics. I may have these young ladies join me on my podcast, so I can ask y'all some of y'all business. Yeah. But that's the next project that's coming from Shon Don. I have
previous things for you somewhere. Some previous videos we can maybe watch.
Yes, I do have some things on YouTube. You can just search me by name on YouTube, Shon Don, SHONDON, comedian.
Just for people that don't know you, so they'll know where to find you. So YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter.
Right.
Yeah, comedian Shon Don on Twitter. My Twitter's not as active as a couple of the other things, but yeah, feel free, follow me, join, all of that good stuff. And I invite y'all. And join in on the foolishness. I just like to have fun, and it's so much ugliness in the world. I think it's a blessing to be able to just at least make people smile and laugh a little bit.
Laughter is a healer.
Yeah. So if I could do that just a little bit, mission accomplished.
All right. And since we plugged in some products today, we want to make sure that you can go ahead and find. Let me take this one off 1 second, guys. Make sure you can find Nikki. Sorry about that. Your website there on there. You can phone her. I was trying to get your link to your website.
Oh, it's not on there. I'll comment.
Okay. That's what I was trying to pull, but I couldn't get to it quick enough. So I'm so sorry. But yes, you can look up Miss Nikki if you want to get some of that great head.
Hey.
Hey.
And let her know that you have purchased. Y'all, whatever you liked on these tonight, go ahead and get your monthlies ready. Hit us up.
Yes.
Let us know that you want some. I think I see Val was interested, so I'm sure gonna get back to Val.
Yes, you do that. Get her taken care of.
Okay, so Nikki, she's gonna put her link in the comment section, so you guys will know where to find her if you want to go ahead and fellas. It ain't just got to be the women.
Yes.
Look, if you want something, to kind of, it's look, go on there and explore. It's quite a bit that you can definitely, everybody can use. So just don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to kind of go in there and kind of shop around a little bit, fellas, too.
Do you think that CBD stuff works on wangs?
Works on what?
Wangs.
Yes.
Okay.
It will work on you as well.
Okay. Duly noted.
Perfect. There we go.
Could you put that website back up, please?
What website?
Yes, it will work on you as well as your partner.
Oh, you wanted the picture of the CBD?
I look. As long as I know where to go to get it, I'm good. Hey.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Right there. Shop and party with Nikki.com.
There you go.
That's where you're going to find it. Now, if you're on my friends list, I know we got Nikki fans here, but if you are also on my friends list, you can also purchase from me. I know Val wanted something.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, you can go to my website now. I don't have a little fancy smancy one, but
You will, girl.
I would.
Go, Daddy. Look, it took me 5.5 years to do mine, and I don't know why I didn't do it sooner. But literally, go to GoDaddy, and you can customize your website and have it point to your Pure Romance website, and then you'll be good to go.
Okay, that's about maybe something I might be doing because, but if anything, pureromance.com/, well, it's got my government name, Margaret Thornton, but look, I'll put the link in there too in the comments so y'all can go ahead and have that. But ladies, fellas, it's been a pleasure tonight. But make sure you guys, now we also got to make sure you are following if you're watching now on Facebook, make sure you go to Strictly Prohibited Network to subscribe to us. We do have, let me take this off. I got everything going on, you guys.
I see the numbers going up.
Yes, I'm trying to get there. But go to Strictly Prohibited Network. Look, first time hosting. Hey, we got to work the kinks out. But make sure y'all hit that subscribe because we still are wanting to get 200 subscribers. Don't forget, we always try to do little special giveaways, so you don't want to miss out on that. But make sure y'all subscribe to our network and hit us with a like on our Facebook page as well as tune in for other shows other than Lush Exchange. Like tomorrow, we have Red Cup Rants 2, which is going to be at 8 p.m. And we may have a special guest on that. We never know. Not revealing anything. But make sure y'all tune in.
Everybody is missing sports right now.
Yes.
You're missing sports. So if you're missing sports, tune in because the guys are going to talk about all of it. So the boxing, that Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. fight coming up.
Oh, yeah.
So I know they're going to talk about that. They're going to talk about football. They're going to talk about basketball and the bubble. So y'all tune in because I miss sports. I need football. Football.
Yes. And then why not get a double dose of football and sports with the Hodgepodge show on Saturday? So you got Friday. You got a Blockbuster Saturday. So make sure y'all tune in and subscribe because we got something for everybody. It's just not just for women. It's for every last person. And look, we got a male on here today. So you never know what to expect on any show, you guys. So make sure y'all tune in. But I appreciate you guys for tuning in.
Yes.
Give us some comments. Let us know what you thought about this show. I want to thank you, Shon Dunn, for coming on. We got to follow you and maybe get on that podcast with you. I'm excited. But go ahead if you want to drop your YouTube link in the comments too, Shon, so they can find you.
Okay.
So they can kind of watch you and everything. But Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. And we're out.
Bye.